Good morning, good morning. Welcome to your practice. Hello. My name is Martha McAlpin, and this is an hour of kundalini. A kunda is a fire pit. And it's difficult to explain because in Western tradition we don't have sacred fire. And yet, sacred fire is an important aspect of even communal healing. That, for example, if you make it very contemporary, the Himalayan Institute is in Pennsylvania. And there was a problem with the bees. And the head of the Himalayan Institute is my teacher's teacher. And his whole family carries the tradition of fire keeping, this sacred form of fire. Fire as a form of prayer, fire as an intermediary. That which consumes, that which reduces back to its elemental form of carbon and structure. And what you put into the fire, you can put in oils or seeds or flowers, and each of these have a different effect. And so the community around the Institute went and said, our bees are disappearing. And for 40 days, Pandaji created a sacred fire, building a kunda, establishing the fire, establishing its offerings. And the bees came back. And so we don't necessarily have an equivalent that we are familiar with, but a kunda is the sacred pit that holds that fire. They're very precisely constructed. And you are very precisely constructed. And so kundalini, ini is meaning activation, like yogini. We are activating, we are the fire pit that is being lit, that is holding the quality and the possibility of our lives. And so kundalini, we are activating. We are this container of brilliance that finds ignition. And Manipura, this home of our fire, our Agni. When you feel challenge, we call on our inner fire to rise up. When we feel distraction, we call on our inner fire for integration. When we feel commentary, criticism, judgment, dissatisfaction, we call on our inner fire to find resolve, freedom. And so it serves us in so many ways. Just know this is what you are waking. If you have, and you want to, you put the oil around the navel and the line right up to the solar plexus. Bring your palms together, rub them briskly. Light your fire. Feel that change. We tune in. Ong Namo, I bow to everything outside of me. Guru Dev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me. Outside and in, we are blessed, we are whole. 3 times, listen or join me. Inhale. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev our playlist is 3 Manipura. You can find it on my website. You can find it on the YouTube first page, on the channel page, and you can load it up. And we will start at color, the first track. And so taking that first track, you will come to lie down on your back. As you do, take your strap with you. So blanket gets set aside, strap is set across the shins. And you hold the strap at the outside edge of your knees and you draw your elbows wide and you bring your thighs towards your body. Press your thighs away to straighten your arms to open the upper back. This is breath in. And then exhale, pull with your arms to open the low back. This is breath out. So begin to feel the strength of your legs opening your neck, your shoulders. Feel the strength of your arms deepening the crease of your hips. Give it some time. Exhaling and inhaling. The first thing you do if you're going to light a fire is you clean out the fire pit. You clean the fireplace. All the old ashes that have been there. Rinse out your body. Emptying the spine of yesterday's tension. One more. Excellent. Left foot to the floor. Put the strap over the arch of your right foot. Bend your elbows again, wide and deep. Bring it down to the floor. And then press your thigh away. Bend your right knee, elbows wide. Bring it down. This is exhale. Straightening. Press to your heel. This is inhale. 3 more. And keeping your right leg long, press to open the back of your knee and then open the left leg long. Let your breath open up. Let the back of your left thigh become heavy. Spread your toes. Put both straps in your right hand. Left arm goes wide. Right leg and arm go wide. If you can't hold this strap, bend your right knee as a modification, holding your inner knee or inner thigh. And press wide. Feel the pelvis widen. Feel the abdomen start to open. Broaden your chest across the collarbones. Bring it into the middle. Release the strap. Bend your right knee. Put your left elbow to the floor and drop your right knee onto that hand. Sweep your right hand wide, skimming the floor, down by your hip, and then sweeping back up. So that from the point of your navel, you're now opening into the right ribs, right shoulder, right hand. One more, just like that, a big sweep. Straighten the left leg underneath you. And from the left heel to your right hand, a big, strong line. And into the middle. Put your strap over the left foot arch. Bend your elbows wide, bring your knee toward the floor. Press your heel to the ceiling. Knee down. And heel high. Use the strength of your arms and then the strength of your leg. Opening and closing. Excellent. Straightening the left leg. Straighten the right leg as you can. Reach into the heels. Flex your feet. Spread your toes and let that open the upper back right from your feet. Deeper breath. Maybe a smile. Straps into the left hand. Left leg goes wide. If you need to, bend your knee. Hold the inner knee. Right arm goes wide. Widen the pelvis. Widen the ribs. Widen the collarbones. Breath down into your belly button. Unfold from all the sitting. Unfold from all the stillness. Bring it back up into the middle. Release your strap. Bend your left knee and drop it across to the right side.
Left hand will sweep, skimming the floor towards your hips, and then skimming back up. As you reach into your left fingertips, lengthen your navel to the left side ribs, left side shoulder, left side hand. One more time, just like that. Pause. Into the center. Set your strap aside, knees bent, feet flat. As you lift your hips, lift your hands. Set your heels under your knees. This will be inhale. Roll down your spine, bring your hands down. This will be exhale. So inhale, lifting up. And exhale, rolling down. And up. And again. Keep your hips up. Bring your elbows down. Tuck a shoulder, tuck another, pause. Stand in your heels. And rolling down through the body. Pause a beat, notice the length, your thighs, your belly, your chest. Roll over onto your belly. Walk your thighs back. Come onto the tops of your feet. Palms down beside the ribs, elbows in. Widening your feet, straighten your legs. And then bring your feet together. Inhale, opening. Exhale, close. Just find the rhythm of your legs here and straighten, pointing the toes all the way to the tips. And pointing the toes will firm your calves and your thighs. And as you bring your feet together, bring your elbows a little closer behind you. Bring your shoulders towards your spine. Bring your navel towards your spine. Integrate yourself. One more. Feet together and then feet flat. Heart comes up. Walk your elbows underneath your shoulders. Pause. Sphinx. Your thighs are heavy. Imagine widening your elbows to widen your collarbones. Can you wrap your outer hips forward and your inner thighs down? Use your fingertips to lengthen your navel. Tuck your chin and bring your belly button closer to your elbows. And bring your heart closer to your hands. Keep that length and roll your way down. Bring your elbows back. Reach the right hand toward the left and back. Reach the left hand toward the right. So we're moving side to side. We're strengthening the muscles behind the heart. And then reach both hands out and inhale and then exhale. For 5 and 4. 2. Good. You're going to bring your hands back, palms down, heart comes up. A baby cobra, elbows in, hips stay on the floor. Again, fingertips, drawing your heart forward, open your navel. Good. Tuck your chin, knees bend, lift it up, down dog. And step your left foot up and turn to the right side of your mat, hands wide. Bend your right knee. Spin your left hand down to turn towards your right toes. Turn to the right side. And stand up tall. Inhale. Bend your left knee. Right hand down. And reach up. Right knee bends. So we're folding the navel closed. And we're opening wide. Bend the left knee. And stand. Bend your right knee, fold. Open wide. Bend the left knee. One more each side. This time we'll pause, so right knee bends, left hand down, stay. Stand up tall, bend the left knee, right hand down, and stay. 3. Turning your navel to the left. Good. And upright, hands wide, and hands to the thighs. Notice this center sensation. That we're lighting the fire. Good. Set your blocks at the top of your mat, and they will go end to end on their bellies. And then sit down right in the middle of the mat. Feet on the blocks. Lift your hips and put your palms down underneath your hips. Bend your knees. So the right knee comes to your chest, and then the left. Inhale up, exhale down. That's it. So this is modification 1. Inhale, exhale. If you know where you're going, go. Close your eyes and settle in. Next step, the legs stay straight. Your calf rests on the block, protecting your low back. Anchor your low belly down into the body. Inhale up, exhale down. Breathe into your chest rather than into your abdomen. If you need to, you back out, you bend your knees, putting your feet on the block, just bringing your knee to your chest. Otherwise, steady on. So simple. Working here, the largest of the hip flexors, the psoas. The muscle that allowed us to be shifted from an animal on the ground to a biped walking, to hold tools, to change perspective. Stand your life upright. Use this sense of strength that meets the back body and the low leg. Just for 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Knees bend. Lift your hips to free your hands. Turn your palms open. Walk your legs out wider than your mat. And pause there to feel the crease of your hips, the fronts of your thighs, the lowest aspect of your abdomen. Soften. Soften. One more, soften more. Good. Walk your feet in. And this time, lift your hips, palms down. Give your low back a little support and draw your knees into your chest. Your right toes tap the block and come back up. Left toes tap the block, come back up. Tap. Exhale down, inhale up. So this is modification 1. Modification 2, tap with both feet. Yes. Modification 3, legs extend, one leg at a time. Modification 4, legs stay straight, both legs down, both legs up. Use each step, navel to the spine. Full posture, if you're interested. When you're ready, palms together. If you need to, always take it back a step. And can you find that effortlessness? A rhythm and a pace and a posture you can maintain. We make a promise to ourselves. We say, I will raise and lower my legs. For these 3 sweet minutes, I will stay right here. And each time we complete one motion, we fulfill that promise. We begin to believe in ourselves. What we say we will do, we do. One movement at a time. Knees bend. Feet down, hands down. Heels wide, arms wide. Manipura is the home of our self-esteem, our most priceless of actions. Place of reverence and light. Deepen your breath into your abdomen and soften the effort of your body to receive. You made this for you. Breathe it in. Manipura is our agency, where our choice becomes an action. Our strength, our center, our purpose. Walk your feet in. Add your strap, please. So modification 1, strap across your shins. hold outside the knees, elbows are heavy, knees toward the chest. Modification 2, hold the strap a little closer, perhaps the knees coming into the inner arms. Full pose, one hand holds the opposite wrist. So you've built a bind. And the bind creates a container, a constraint, a boundary. Let everything else trust that boundary. Soften your shoulders, close your eyes, loosen your jaw. Breathe where it's easy, where it's accessible. With each exhalation, soften your shoulders, soften your hips, soften your face, so that the breath into what is accessible has more room. Where can you take your breath? Where it feels impossible, where it feels unchanging. The boundary, push it away a little bit, explore the edges, melt them on the exhale, expand on the inhale, see where you can go. Keep breathing into that space, that the outer world may constrain you or label you or limit you. There may be a no around every corner, or so it feels. And still, inside of you, there is space for reverence and dignity. Honor that space. Start there. And push those boundaries a little further. Explore that bind. Keep your fire lit. Change is coming. So that as you release your legs, you release your arms, take your time, maybe one leg at a time. And then hands to shins. This is exhale. Legs extend, hands out wide. This is inhale. So modification 1, hands on shins, only the right leg, right arm. And hold. And then open only the left side. And hold. So modification 1, take it slowly, take it one side at a time. Great. Perfect. Perfect. Modification 2, take your heels up high, arms out wide. So the higher your heels are, the less pressure on the low belly, low back. Might be perfect. Coming into the full gesture, the legs to 60 or 45 degrees. Arms out wide. Inhale as you open. Exhale as you close. Base of the big toes stay together. Knees can widen as they come to your chest, but the legs are together as you extend. And then you close your eyes. You find the rhythm of your breathing. And you translate this action into effortlessness. And you let it change you. You don't need to do more. To be more. You are so valuable. It isn't about how much you do, that value is innate. It is a part of you, no matter what you do. Meaning, worth, value, they are all yours. Be steady with this. If this is new to you, if this is difficult for your body, take it back to one at a time. If you need to stop altogether, stop with your hands on your shins rather than putting your feet to the floor. Just breathe with your hands on your shins and come back as you can. And in this way, you are making your way towards it without getting lost, without falling off, without stopping. We're all together here. And it's day 5. And you may be building a little bit of extra ability, getting a little frisky. If so, you're welcome to juice it up, go a little more quickly, a little more fully. You with you. Keep it effortless wherever you go. Halfway there. Where'd you go? Follow the breath, one movement at a time. One more minute right here. And set it down. Feet down. Arms wide, legs long. Be completely at ease. Walk your feet in. We shake it out. Interlace your fingers over your left leg. Right leg long to rest on the block. Shake out your left foot. Knee side to side. And then steady hold right there. Right heel high and down. So we start slowly and then we'll pick up the pace. And we're just here for a minute. Just rinsing out the work. If it was tight or difficult, make your leg really very strong and this will help. Flex the foot, point the toes, open and close your feet. If you don't need the support of the block, you want to go a little further, slide the blocks to the left. And now quicken. Good. Right heel down, right hand overhead. Draw your right knee in, interlace your fingers, keep the right shin close, left leg long on the blocks, and then heel high and down. Again, open and close your toes. And when you're ready, nice and steady, let it quicken. Really holding the right shin close. Let the left leg move. Good. 3, 2. Left heel down if you like, all the way to the floor. Left hand overhead. Open it all. Stand in the left heel. Open the back of the left knee. Draw your right knee close. Strong, strong. And into the middle. Hands on shins. You'll roll your way forward and back 3 times. Roll up, hands on blocks. Then sweep wide, stand up tall. Knees bend, hands wide. Folding. If you need to bring your blocks up higher for support, fantastic. But please bend your knees, tail back. Keeps your low back flat. You can explore the fold. So inhaling wide and exhaling folding. Fold and unfold. Opening the back of your body, rising up to open the front. So this is a modification. As you're ready, hands slide down the backs of your legs and up. Only you know whether or not that's appropriate for your spine. So go slowly. Bigger bend in the knees if you need it. Sit your seat down. Hands to the blocks if you need it.
Hands down the legs will begin to strengthen from the soles of your feet through the back of your shoulders. One long, strong chain, but take it carefully, please. One more. As you stand up, you'll hook your thumbs, palms face forward, go a little left and a little right. Keep your hips even and draw yourself up, up, out of the belly, up, out of the hips. Right into the fingertips, a little bit side to side. Thumbs are hooked, palms face forward, up and out, up and out, up and out. Inhale left, exhale right. We go for 5, 4, 3, 2. Pause, hands wide and down. Spread your fingers, feel the centers of your palms, and feel that same sensation at the center of your abdomen, a brilliance. Heels down, toes long, thighs back, chest broad, and down. As you come to sit, lay your blocks on their bellies so they're at their lowest setting. The meat of your calves goes over the block. As you lie back, add your blanket and unfold it so that you have a cover from the mid-thigh to the diaphragm, right to the base of your ribs. Blocks under your calves. Fidget. Fidget more. Roll your shoulder blades down your back. Roll your palms open. One more. Fidget again. Find it. Find it. Shake out the feet and the knees. Wag the tail. Turn the chin. Then close your eyes. Let your breath go anywhere, everywhere. Explore, stretch, reach, all internally. And let your breathing settle into your abdomen, into your belly. Keep your chest quiet and begin to find smooth, steady breath. Removing bumps or gaps. Become smooth. Add the chest, breathing into the belly, and again into the chest. The breath grows, the territory grows. Explore, expand. No force, smooth, silent breath. Belly and the chest.
widening the chest as though with a yawn or a sigh. The front, the back, the left, the right. Smooth and silent. Into the abdomen, into the chest, and up into the collarbones now, at the very end as though smelling a flower, and all the way out. Building our breath is building our capacity for power, our capacity for choice, our capacity for wealth, our capacity for health. How much breath are you comfortable with? How much life will you gracefully invite in without pulling or striving or acting, but just explore. There is more to you than you realize. Receive it. Three more full breaths, belly, chest, to collarbones, and out. And then allow your breath to settle back into the abdomen. The throat is quiet, the chest is quiet. The breath diminishes, resting now, but full in its rest. The face is at ease, shoulders and hands, hips and heels, body effortless. Receive your own light. Pause your playlist. Take your time, knees bent, feet flat. And you'll roll your way into a cross-legged seat. Fold your blanket, give yourself some height. If you need anything to stay warm, as we are still, add a blanket, a sweater, socks, sitting up tall, stay graceful and settled. If you're tempted to scoot out because the action has paused,
This breath is what takes the magic of Manipura into our lives. Beyond the thinking mind, into the layers of knowing that exist in our body, beyond the reach of our mind. Sitting tall, give it another fidget. Make whatever adjustments are required so that the heart is high, the chin is in, the spine is tall. And begin to find 4 counts in and 4 counts out. Access the space you found on your back. Become smooth and steady and circular in your breath. At the end of your exhalation, pause for 2 counts, and then continuing in for 4, out for 4, pause for 2. Pause builds intensity. The same intensity that takes a rubber band, and as you draw the rubber band apart, it builds its power, because its power is in its return. So pausing so slightly, the inhalation will build. The exhalation will follow. And perhaps you will build to 6 counts in or 8 counts in, and 6 counts out or 8 counts out. The in matches out. And pause, if so, if expanded, for 4. You remain smooth, circular, and steady in this breath. There is no gasping or forcing. It is exploring the potential that lies in your capacity to breathe fully and effortlessly. Three more rounds, just like that. Allow your body to change around the breath. Let it change your seat. Let it change your posture. One more. At the end of the exhale, let your breathing return to a free, normal rhythm, normal size. With your attention at the navel, watch the breath and how the body seems to expand on the inhale and returning on the exhale. In your mind, give that a quality of light so that the inhalation has an expanse, a diffusion, and the exhalation has a return to a point, a concentration. as though a ball of light was gently opening and gathering, following your breath. The center of that pulse is the navel. You're focusing the skill and the power of your mind. Without trying to command the breath in any way, let your mind follow its movement and imagine a ball of light. And if you choose, if you're interested, if you're ready, unhook the breath and the pulse so that the pulse of energy at the navel can move more quickly if it chooses, more slowly if it chooses. Release your attention from the breath and follow the pulse. All your attention on that rhythm. This is your most innate pulse of power, your life force. You may lose it and find it and lose it again. 30 more seconds resting right here. Notice that pulse. Return to your breath, deepening. Breathing that moment of coherence all the way into your cells. The awareness, your mind aware of your life force, is when you are at the peak of your attentive potential. When we can reside there, we can command the functions of our body and the functions of our lives. Sweep wide. Palms together, thumbs to the forehead center. Exhale as you bring it in. Sat Nam, I am this. 8 count Sat, 2 count Nam, breathe in. Sat. The yogis say that if you pay close enough attention to the movement at the navel, that you will know all things about your body. You will understand all systems. That this is the center, this is what gathers the lower functions into the higher functions, this is what gathers the outside to the inside. This is where prana, that which nourishes, meets apana, that which eliminates. This is the home of our digestion, the way in which we make sense of what will I keep, what will become a part of me, what will I release, what will I transform to become energy, what will I transform to become structure. All of this, the center of the body, so busy and bright. Manipura. Thank you for your time, for your practice tomorrow morning. So the vinyasa that goes with this becomes important because we've been opening and closing, and these muscles of stability and along the spine, we can become over-contracted. And so as these muscles both strengthen, they can shorten. And so we don't want to create a situation where we're in our resting position getting shorter and shorter because we're getting stronger. Part of the reason that we strengthen the upper back with these movements on our belly is so that the back body is equal to the front and we're strong and tall. But in vinyasa tomorrow morning, we will add more back bending. We will open from the heart to the hips so that this space from side to side, from top to bottom, from front to back, can have more capacity for breath and for that light to expand. So tomorrow's vinyasa, if you have only 20 minutes, come do the warm-up and it will be beautiful. If you have 60 minutes, come. And we will come back into that breath and we will come back into that meditation. Nishtadharana is the name when we follow the pulse at the navel. We come to know ourselves. We understand the interrelation of inhale, exhale, of receiving, releasing, the most essential aspects of digesting our life. And so I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. The newsletter went out while we were practicing just now. So if you check your inbox and you didn't get it, check your spam folder. And if you didn't get that, hop to my website under blog. It's posted there. I had a mishap with my computer. And if you're looking for the soul soil, then you need to contact me that you want to be a part of this sequence of this month. And I will send you a link to a video. So rather than a mailing, we'll have a video, and I'll give you about 15 minutes how to consider this practice a little more fully, a little more deeply, and we will set up for our call in the 20s of April. Between the 20th and the 25th, we'll have our 2 calls. So join Soul Soil if you want more information, more depth, more personal contact with me, more personal teaching about how this is affecting you and your practice and your life. Otherwise, check out the newsletter. I love hearing from you. I read the comments, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Sadhana.